Welcome to the spring semester at Wilmington University. My name is Melinda Prague, and I'm going to be your instructor for this course in language development. The purpose of this short video is to give you an orientation to how you can best navigate our Blackboard course. Whether you've used Blackboard before or are new to Blackboard, this tour should be valuable for you. So you can see that we've started out by opening at the announcement page because this is a very good place to check each day, or certainly every time that you log on to Blackboard, and you should be logging on frequently. So first you'll see I posted a welcome message. I hope you take the time to read it with some activities and assignments for you as well. And one, of course, is to watch the video that you are watching now, so you're on your way. I'm going to take you through the menu bar on the left and review the various sections and the course layouts. I'm going to hope that you take the time to review the syllabus before our first chat and become familiar with the due dates as well. You'll also be using this first week to introduce yourself to the class on the discussion board forum. I've posted our chat dates and times so that you can put these on your calendar as well. So, let's take a look. We've got a Start Here button, and that's where this video is housed, as well as our initial readings and activities. When we click on there, it takes us to the discussion board forum. So let's talk about discussion board first. The discussion board, as you can see, has a place for each week of our semester. But we also start with a cyber cafe. And this is a place where you can interact with each other, ask questions pertaining to the course or not. And although I am here to help you, you can certainly help each other in this area as well. The next item is our guidelines for posting. And part of the course requirement in this class is posting the discussion board, and actually you get quite a lot of points for doing this and doing it well. This will amount to 25% of your grade, which in our online world takes place that way because we don't meet in person, and much of your discussion will take place through this discussion board, and of course when you come online to participate in our chats. So minimally, you're going to post an original discussion entry related to the general topic of the week, and you must post one response to another student's entry. To earn full credit in this area, you need a minimum of 7 original postings and 7 responses, plus an introduction. Postings have to be of high quality to earn full credit. And please rest assured that though I don't participate in every discussion, I do read and monitor all of your postings as well as grade them. So you'll be looking at the rubric that I'll be using to grade this in a little bit. You can also see that there's a 1 here already, and that's because if I click on introductions, which you're going to do your first post, I've started it off with Meet Your Professor. So when you click on this, you will see that you can listen to my personal introduction and watch by clicking here. So I hope you take the time to do that. Then you can click reply and keep going in this post. So for your introductions, you don't have to respond to each other if you don't want to, but for weeks 1 through 7, these all require 2 posts. So I hope that you post early in the week to give your classmates enough time to respond to a posting. You might look through these topics so that you have an idea of what it is that we will be doing. Sometimes the topic requires you to view a video or podcast first and then respond. Our next section on our menu on the left is the faculty contact area. So again, you can see I've placed a picture because often you don't get to see your professor in this online world, but I thought you ought to have a face to place with the voice. And you also have my email. You can click on that and reach me. I check my email often, several times a day as a matter of fact. Comes to me directly on my smartphone, and you can set yours up that way as well. I've given you my cell phone number, and the first thing you should notice is the area code, so you know I'm not in Delaware. 305 is in South Florida, and that's where I live. So naturally, I'm not on campus, and I don't have an office on campus, but I can meet with you online and certainly via the phone. So keep that in mind. The same personal link that I put in my introduction is also here. Our next area is the syllabus. Now, when you click on that, you'll see that this has been broken down into several areas, but the Word document that you want to open is here, and you might want to save that onto your desktop in a folder for easy access, and you certainly want to read it and come back with questions during our first chat. You also have a link to the textbook for textbooks, the university grading system, and so forth. Notice it says attendance policy, and you might say, attendance, an online course, how can that be? Well, it is. At Wilmington University, we monitor your attendance by monitoring your Blackboard participation. So I can see when you've been online, how long you've been online, and every week I will be monitoring that. And if you don't sign in at all during the week onto Blackboard, then you will be marked absent. So it's really necessary. Our course is short. There's lots to do. It's necessary that you really are online just about every day. Moving along, you'll see that to make life a little easier, we've separated this into the 7 weeks of the semester, and I've put the dates, the beginning date of the week and the end date. To simplify things, I've made all assignments due on that last day of the week. So that would usually be a Sunday evening at 11:59 p.m. Anything after that is considered late, and without permission from me, you will lose points. So let's click on week 1 so we can see how this course is arranged. And you'll find that each week follows the same format. So today I'm going to just concentrate on week 1. So always you have an introduction. And of course, this week it talks about the advantages and disadvantages of being in an online course. And then we have the objectives. What should you be doing? Well, you want to be reading chapter 1 and 2 in your text, which deals with the essential elements of language acquisition and development. You're going to watch some videos of children in various stages of language development. You're going to review some PowerPoints. You're going to listen to the lecture or read the lecture for week 1. And you're going to begin to find your preschool age child because this is required for your large SEA project. And of course, you're going to post your introduction. Each week, you'll have a checklist to make sure that you've done each of these things. So if I open that, we'll take a look and we'll see what those look like. And you can see introduction, textbook chapters 1 and 2, review the websites, the videos, post to the discussion board. Very simple this week. And then you have your folder with all the things that you need to do this week. So we open that up and we can see again it's divided. The link to take you to the discussion board. Or you can simply click on the left and get to discussion board that way. I'm going to jump down here. This is our largest project of the semester, the SEA Oral Language Sampling. So you have a description of that project here. Now this is not due till week 7. However, you do need a preschool age child in order to accomplish this task. So I want you to try to find that person as soon as possible. I'm not going to discuss this area with you now. We're going to do this in chat number 1. So this week you have several readings and resources. Again, your text, some things you should look at before posting to the discussion board, PowerPoint, lecture, another PowerPoint, an attached file on language development, a great website, and we're going to share lots of websites with you on what is language, what is speech. And when you find one of these websites that you think is good, what I'd like you to do is make sure you bookmark it for future use if it's something that's not already part of your plan. And then you'll see we've got some videos. These are all short, they are important, they are worthwhile. These are 2 items we're going to be using a little bit later, so they're just here for reference. You don't need those just yet. You'll be seeing them again. So that's what a week looks like. And if I were to click on week 2, you'll see that it's arranged in exactly the same way. Our introduction, our objectives, our checklist, our activities and assignments. Now, what does change a little bit is when something is due, and I'd like to show you that. So in week 4, we have an item due. So when I click on activities and assignments, you'll see Oral Language Calendar. Here you will submit your completed calendar, which was first introduced in week 2. So when you go to submit, you're going to submit directly here. Also, this is a good place for you to check on the rubric before you submit. And I could do that simply by clicking on View Rubric. And you can see how you will be graded, what it is that I'm looking for, and that will help as well. You can also view rubrics in this area over here. But this is where you submit, and that should make that rather simple. Going back to our menu, the next area is Collaborate, and this is where we will meet online for our chats. Now, it's very important that you make sure that you can access this area prior to the first chat. There may be some things that you need to do. Download a new version of Java, perhaps. So try this out. I'll actually create a little test area that will be open all the time that you can go into and see if you can gain access successfully. Our next area is an email link, rubrics for all of our assignments. We'll be discussing each of these assignments in detail during our first chat, but you can take a look at these now. You have an area that you can see your grades, a link to the college library, online tutoring, Blackboard help, and some links that are for me as opposed to what you will see in your area. Well, that pretty much sums it up. I look forward to working with you. I think this will be an interesting and exciting semester for you. So enjoy the rest of your time before we meet online, and I'll be speaking with you soon. Thanks for your attention.